Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Only 11 days until December 12th, and after that date, I will hodl my XRP because I expect a lot of fireworks. XRP in early 2021. This coming from MACKATTACKXRP on Twitter. And what he's talking about is the Spark token airdrop, guys. I just want to remind you again, only 11 days left. And there are more exchanges that are now supporting the Spark token airdrop. XRP fork Flare gets support from one more major exchange. This is the Poloniex exchange. We've also got BTSE. BTSE will support Flare Network Spark token airdrop. Another exchange doing that. And this from Digital Assets Daily, Kraken to support Spark. So it seems like it's a domino effect. It seems like, over the last week or so, we have seen a number of exchanges hop on board to this. So if you keep your XRP on the exchange, which as a sidebar, I do not think is a prudent idea, but if you do, and your exchange is supporting the airdrop, then you don't have to do anything. I know a lot of you guys have a Ledger Nano S or X, and I did a video on that. I'll put it up here in the top right-hand corner, how to claim your Spark tokens with the Ledger Nano S or X. I personally trust the cold storage solution because not your keys, not your crypto. If you guys don't have a Ledger yet, I do have an affiliate link down in the description. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it. But if you want Spark tokens, there are many different locations that you can park your XRP to claim. Just wanted to bring that up because it is only 11 days away. So thanks so much to MACKATTACKXRP for those articles, BTSECOM, and Digital Assets Daily for bringing that to our attention. We've also got this, guys, from James RULEXRP. So this has to do with Bitcoin, and we've seen Bitcoin, almost breaking that barrier, moving up closer and closer to that $20,000 mark. And I saw this article and I thought to myself, this is exactly it. PayPal's Bitcoin backing proves crypto is ready for prime time. And the best part, and grandma here in brackets, this is quintessential to cryptocurrency adoption. If your grandma can do it, that means everybody can do it, or so the saying goes. And so when PayPal announced recently that its 350 million users can deposit Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in their accounts and spend it at 26 million merchants next year, it was characterized as an inevitable advancement of digital currency. Daniel Goldman, CEO of crypto banking platform operator Turnio, told Karen Webster that PayPal's endorsement is a major step in crypto's quest to go mainstream. PayPal has basically just said, hey, we're going to open this up to everybody, Goldman said in a recent interview. Bitcoin is like a Crypto 101 version. It's made for grandma, so no one, my kid, grandma, can mess it up with PayPal. And so for the masses, for the mainstream adoption, I think PayPal got it right. For you and I, perhaps veteran crypto hodlers, been in the space for a while, chances are a lot of us aren't going to use this because we have other ways to transact with our cryptocurrencies. But that's not to say that this is not important. Getting crypto in the faces of the masses is what's really going to prop up Bitcoin, help support the ecosystem, and essentially fuel the price. While he's the first to admit that there are still numerous regulatory hurdles, so guys, we're not out of the woods yet. Consumer concerns and corporate uncertainties that need to be addressed. Goldman said that it just keeps the topic in the spotlight and on people's minds. He said people are talking more and more about the digital dollar, whether it's on an individual level in Washington or among US or European central bankers and regulators. I think ultimately the digital dollar is going to become a thing, and that is going to allow for better, cheaper, faster payments. It's going to completely change the way we interact with money in a way that I don't think we're used to because we're so used to banks, said Goldman, who co-created the Block Card, a crypto-enabled debit card giving real-world utility to over a dozen cryptocurrencies that can be used at over 61 million merchants worldwide. You can't spend it yet. So while few dispute the future potential viability of cryptocurrencies or stablecoins backed by the US dollar, the present is far less encouraging, where efforts to streamline the spending process still loom large. So we are still in a bit of an uncertain market. We don't really know how it's all going to unfold, but again, cryptocurrency ready for prime time because of companies like PayPal, and they've made it so easy that even grandma can use it. So this is great. This is all good stuff. And as we're seeing Bitcoin propel to new highs, guys, we are hearing new, very lofty, ambitious goals for the price of Bitcoin. This from Tyler Winklevoss on Twitter. Now, we know who Tyler Winklevoss is. Cash is trash, he's claiming. When Bitcoin hits 500,000 per BTC, Cameron and I will put on these penguin suits again. So he's suggesting a $500,000 Bitcoin. Let me read you a little bit of this. Appearing on CNBC Monday with his business partner and twin Cameron Winklevoss, Tyler explained the merits of Bitcoin and why the blockchain underpin asset could one day change hands at around $500,000, boasting a market value of some $9 trillion, though he didn't provide a specific timetable for such a surge in the interview. He says, we think Bitcoin's here to stay, of course, and he explained that his prediction for much higher prices for Bitcoin are based on a number of factors, but not least of all the recognition of high-profile investors, including Paul Tudor Jones and Stanley Druckenmiller, who have recently extolled the virtues of the nascent asset, which was created in 2009. Cameron on Monday said that Bitcoin is really an emergent store of value and just needs to be better than gold to see its overall value climb over time. The comments from the prominent Bitcoin bulls come as the asset was staging a fresh assault on records after a Thanksgiving tumble saw it skid by more than 10% amid fears of tightening regulations and concerns that the crypto had risen too far and too fast, yet they are still predicting a $500,000 Bitcoin. This is not the only lofty 500,000 ballpark prediction that I've been seeing as of late. This metric suggests Bitcoin can go as high as $590,000 in this bull run, guys. So I think that that's a lofty goal personally, but I guess we don't really have a gauge on the institutional money that's going to be pouring into Bitcoin, especially if the stock market crashes, okay? Right now, the stock market very, very overbought. I've got the S&P 500 here on the daily. We're seeing it at all-time highs, despite the fact that the economy is essentially in the gutter. The Fed is printing us out of this problem, or trying to print us out of this problem, and that's what's keeping, the stock market propped up. But I think that, eventually this will all catch up to us, and the stock market will crash. This is why, investors like Warren Buffett have made it public that they are investing in Barrick's gold, something that Warren Buffett is against. He doesn't usually invest in gold. He's a big stock market guy, but he bought shares in Barrick's gold back in the summer. And so, I think all signs are pointing to, yes, right now the economy is looking good. Just from a visual perspective on this chart. But fundamentally, I think we have to realize that the market is teetering on a very precarious mountaintop right now. And I think we could see an avalanche at any given time. So let me read you a little bit about this because I thought this was interesting. The net unrealized profit loss returns to levels that in the past have triggered giant Bitcoin price rises. This coming from Glassnode. So the current Bitcoin bull run could send BTC USD as high as 590,000 per BTC. One indicator forecasted this week. Curated by on-chain analysis resource Glassnode, the net unrealized profit loss, so we'll call it the NUPL index, has reached a level that has historically launched the Bitcoin price to an order of magnitude higher. The latest bull signal was noticed and uploaded to social media. Then it explains a little bit down here. NUPL currently resides at 0.62. Previously, reaching this level has begun an uptrend that only reversed once Bitcoin hit a new price range. In 2011, the price expanded by a record 3,000% after the NUPL event, while in early 2013, it expanded 800%. And another 600% later that year. In 2017, the year which delivered Bitcoin's previous all-time high, we saw 1,200% gain. So NUPL measures the proportion of coins in the network that are in profit. So this is what's important. The amount of coins that are on the network in profit versus those that are not. So built around the neutral zero value, the closer the index gets away from it, the more the network is in profit. Negative readings likewise signify majority losses. NUPL is at 0.62 and predicts tops at 0.8 plus. So guys, here's the chart just describing this, and you guys can see when Bitcoin reached highs, we can see it up here. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's in the blue, the green, and then it reached highs in blue up here. We can see back in 2017, Bitcoin rallied in the green. And again, this has to do with coins on the network that are in profit versus coins that are not in profit. And right now, guys, we're in and around here. So we're just starting the green trend upward. I guess we could go anywhere from 600% to 3,000% from here. This is what this is suggesting. So Bitcoin perhaps close to 600,000 per BTC, a 0.8 reading, and I guess that is the most extreme it could get. A 0.8 reading or higher this time around, thus opens the door for BTC topping out anywhere between 133,000 per BTC and 590,000 per BTC. So that's a large range. But what does this mean for altcoins, guys? We know an altcoin season exists. We know that investors tend to take their money out of Bitcoin and pump them into alts. Well, if Bitcoin is highly profitable, I mean, in a lot of these models, we were projecting a Bitcoin at 100,000, maybe 300,000. And if investors are taking their profits out of Bitcoin at that price point, pumping them into alts, we can see that alts would do very, very well. Well, let's say it's double that. That would mean that more money would be pumped into alts, making the alt market going even higher than projected. So all those XRP projections that you've heard out there, the $9, the $13, the $50, or what have you, imagine if it was doubled, okay? This is based on a Bitcoin going anywhere from 100,000 to 300,000. Well, let's say Bitcoin goes anywhere between 200,000 and 600,000. That is double what we were initially seeing. We know an alt season is inevitable. We know people do take their money out of Bitcoin and put them into altcoins to gain more profit. So if that is the case, take the predictions you have currently seen and double them. I'm not saying that's going to happen, guys, and of course this is not financial advice. I'm just bringing this information to you guys as I'm finding it myself. A lot of this is going to have to do with how much institutional money gets pumped into Bitcoin, I think, in the next 12 months. But from this next week, it is looking very, very promising. Did you guys see this? This from WILLYWONKAXRP on Twitter. An interview, kind of an informal interview with Prince Charles here. Listen to this, guys.
Prince Charles, what do you think of Bitcoins? What do you think of Bitcoins? Blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency.
I don't know about that one.
No way.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
The digital...
Blockchain.
Yeah, digital currency, Bitcoins.
No. Very interesting development.
What do you think about Bitcoins? A very interesting development. Do you think the royal family is invested in crypto? I don't doubt it for a second, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.